BrunoBlargg.
And then, of course, there's the impact of when Daryl comes back and Carol's gone. You know, but,
Daryl and Curl?
yeah, Daryl and Carol. But,
So it's Merle, Daryl, and Curl?
I mean, it's just so...
Well, tits on you.
Yeah.
Well, it's like someone had posted, I think it was you, Chris, posted what's the topics for the night. We always suck when we have topics. When we just bullshit, we have a better, you know.
Okay.
And of course, we have to make sure that Chad is actually taping.
Yeah.
I am.
Okay.
What are you taping? Somebody having sex in the next room?
Yes.
Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, so Xbox One launches soon.
Fuck that.
Well, when's the actual official launch date? I can never understand.
November 22nd.
22nd. Isn't the PS4 coming out like the 15th?
I don't know, I didn't look.
Yeah, they're like a week apart.
Now, has anybody seen, I haven't, I'm not buying an Xbox One yet. I'm kind of waiting.
Because you didn't pre-order it, and there will not be any in stock until the new year at least.
Well, I want to kind of wait and see what people have to say about it first before I drop that much money on something. But has anybody seen the previews for that game? What's it called? Titanfall. That game was fucking cool.
Which one?
Titanfall.
Hey, should we do like the introductions?
Okay,
oh, yeah.
we can do that.
Are we starting already?
Yeah, we started already. But
Why the fuck not?
Chad
We'll just restart the whole talk of the Xbox One.
Oh yeah?
Sure.
Fuck it. Just fuck it.
It's all good. It's only like a minute in.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
It's a Blarggcast. We're live!
I love you, Jay.
I get it.
Or we can do something like really sexy and say, "Welcome to the Blarggcast. This is Jay."
And I'm Spam. Any chance that you have to be sexy, I will completely reverse it. And take you down.
Yeah, there, we did the introduction. Oh, wait, Chad and Ryan didn't introduce themselves. Hurry up, do it so we can start.
God damn it. That's not going to be my introduction.
Hello, comrades. I am Chad.
Chad.
Comrades.
Sounds like a horrible, horrible strain of diarrhea.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at it.
That's supposed to be like Russian or something for the upcoming
It's a horrible try, but yes. Upcoming thing.
I got it.
I am Eastern.
Hey! He got it.
And Chad's all about the coming thing.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
coming.
Ooh.
Comes to everything.
Dude, that's where it's at.
Did Ryan introduce himself? Fucker, introduce
And I am Ryan.
We don't care. Anyway,
Our
here we go.
Yukonian.
No one
Go on,
cares
Yeah,
about
so-
Canada.
Yeah, we're discussing the release, another nice word, of the Xbox One. So, yeah, Titanfall.
The Xbox space.
Whatever.
I'm sorry. I really think that is going to flop. I mean, I really do.
Titanfall looks like a good game though because you get to use a mech. You can either use the mech or you can drive the mech. That's fucking cool.
Oh, I thought you said Mac there. I'm like, since when does Apple ever collaborate with Microsoft on anything other than a bailout in 97?
Oh, mech.
Wow.
And of course, Rockstar's got that game coming out called Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
If anybody's heard about that.
Ooh, in the attack game, I honestly hope that they name the mech Windows 8 because it's gonna crash.
Oh, that's clever.
Bad.
I mean, horrible.
I mean, Titanfall looks like it, I think it more caters to people who really like, multiplayer, because even though you have a mech to use, you can either pilot it or you can send
Not
it.
pilot it.
Yeah, or you can use it like a robot. Shoot here, shoot there, and.
Oh, you get to be the director.
Exactly. But the
How
problem.
overhead support.
And you can actually toss the pilot out of the mech and take it over. So, kudos to, just like Halo.
Please tell me it flings them to their doom.
I don't know.
If you're next to a cliff, maybe.
I hope.
Now, Ubisoft, Ubisoft is, I thought it was Rockstar, it's Ubisoft, has this new game, Watch Dogs, where basically you can hack into shit, so you have, like, a smartphone, and you can, like, hack into, like, helicopters and all kinds of shit. I was reading about
Yeah, I saw that, and that is actually really fucking cool.
It is.
I've seen the playthrough of that, and that, I think, is, like, the coolest concept ever. Seriously. Like, you can, like, people can come into your single-player game and hack you.
Exactly. You sign on, you've been hacked. I mean, that's just like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
What else is coming out? Gaming on day one, they say it's coming out. Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Isn't it already out for the 360?
I think it is.
They're doing a lot of, like, cross-platform. Like, I know there have been a bunch of cross-platform games in the past, like with Xbox to 360 and all that, but just the sheer amount of AAA titles that are cross-platform surprises me.
Yeah.
Well, what do you expect when they're trying to maximize profits in a failing industry?
Yeah.
I mean, the industry itself is huge, don't get me wrong. But the thing is that with the, relative
it's on a decline
diminishing.
right now.
Yeah, there's a diminishing of game developers because most of the individual developers are going to a mobile platform like iOS or Android. So it's harder and harder for, decent-sized independent games to actually gain traction in a bigger market like the Xbox or the PlayStation. I mean, I think the best and easiest way to get into it is Nintendo through the Wii.
Yeah.
I mean, they make it easier for people to get in and to, to actually create something different and unique.
But then Nintendo's sales have been really suffering lately.
Well, that's because you've got the Wii U versus the Wii and all this other crap that's out there, and I mean, that's the only reason why Nintendo's failing, because they tend to not put all the latest, gadgets and gadgets on their system. They want to keep it easier.
That and their graphics aren't exactly comparable.
Right, exactly, and that's why it's not 100% a, one of those types of games that are,
The only thing that's keeping it alive is all their signature titles like Mario and The Legend of Zelda, Metroid. If it wasn't for like all these old great titles that they just keep rebooting, they would have been done a long time ago.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I think like Zelda is done quite well.
Yeah. I mean, as far
I
as...
can't wait for there to be movies for like Zelda and all that, even though there's already been a Super Mario Brothers movie.
That was
Let's not talk
absolutely
about that.
horrible.
I agree.
It was
Let's
the
not
greatest
talk about
thing
that.
ever made.
Like, if you don't... if you...
I want to erase that from my brain because I
Get
need a
incredibly
fork.
high and watch that film.
If you watch it... Yeah, exactly. If you watch it for comedic value, it's amazing.
Who played Mario? Who was that? Do you remember?
I know he was successful later. I know that much.
I know John Leguizamo was in it, but I can't remember which
John
character
Leguizamo
he played. Is he Luigi?
I think so.
I think he was Luigi.
I can't
it
see
was,
him being Mario.
It was the same guy that was in
Roger Rabbit.
Bob Hoskins. Bob Hoskins.
Yeah.
That was him. Yeah, he was in it. It's so bad. God bless.
There are some movies that are so bad that they can be enjoyable.
Like Rocky Horror.
Team America.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Even though I've never seen that.
You have no idea what you're missing out on.
Oh, I have
it's-
a feeling I do.
It's up there on the terrible scale.
And don't even get me started on movies I don't like, because we're not going on that ground again. And what's funny was a few weeks ago I watched one of them. And then I got mad and wondered why the hell am I watching this movie because it pisses me off so much.
Were you watching? Yeah, you were watching Troy, weren't you?
I was.
Why do you keep doing that?
Oh my god, I get so mad. And
you just keep watching it.
No.
Because, yeah.
Makes me angry.
Glutton for punishment, you.
That's so true.
Pissed off that.
I can't wait until March when 300, the second installment, comes out.
I can't wait.
How do you sequel that?
Awesome.
I don't...
Very
Basically,
carefully.
It's the Battle of Elysium where Xerxes had one female general who led although she was Greek, led the major ship battle against her own people. And it was just... Eva Green's going to play I forget her name though, the lady's name, but...
Right.
It took place after the Battle of Thermopylae. But just before that last major battle, because Xerxes had spent so much fucking money trying to get revenge on the Greeks that by the time the war came to an end, he had to go back to Persia because his kingdom was falling apart. Because all of his money was spent on going against the Greeks, so...
Yeah, they really fucked him over, which was fantastic.
Looks like the Queen of Sparta there. What's her name? Lena Headey or something? She's in Game of Thrones there.
Yes.
She takes the Spartans and goes after Xerxes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's normal.
That's...
I mean,
it sounds good, but it makes me worry about things that are typical in movies with women in power, is that they overplay it.
Well, the thing is, with they did 300, they were correct in a lot of aspects. Here's my SCA background coming out. But Spartan women had that attitude that of all the women in the world that they only gave birth to real men, and they raised the real warriors of the world. And the women had power and the men respected their women, and
and they actually had an equal vote when it
they
came.
They did have an equal vote.
Yeah.
And I cheered when she said to, Leonidas, when she said, come back with your shield or upon it. Because the women actually said that back then.
Oh, yeah, they absolutely did, because there was no bigger disgrace than a cowardly Spartan. He would usually be killed, and he would probably be killed by his wife. As
a woman's standpoint, that was the way of the woman telling her husband she loved him. Because they didn't say it. They were warrior people. It's what they did, and there was no, when he says there was no weakness in Sparta. That was, his way, the narrator saying, that was her way of telling, Leonidas, she knew he wasn't going to come back and that she loved him. So, I'm not going to go all history shit on you guys, so I'm going to shut up now.
But anyways, I can't wait for that movie.
Yeah,
it's still awesome. It's still a better love story than Twilight.
Any love story is better than Twilight.
The casting couch is a better love story than Twilight.
I don't know. That's a pretty close comparison there. I mean, those girls really do love that black leather.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that black leather.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, you guys would have loved me on Halloween. I got so pissed off. And when I get mad at something, because Chris has heard me angry on the phone.
God. Oh, God. God.
And I watched that show, what's it, a Zach guy on AMC. What's that show called? The paranormal one.
I hate that.
I don't know.
Because there's too much editing.
They were in Romania. And all of you know that I'm Romanian, part Romanian, and my grandfather was born and raised in the villages around Transylvania. So, Vlad Tepes was a big thing with them. And these idiots with this show were trying to portray Vlad as this, oh, he was evil, he was this vampire, oh, he was so violent. No, he was fucking saving his people from invaders. And one thing that my grandpa used to, he did talk about, the history then, is that
you talking about
Vlad the Impaler.
Oh, Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah. many Romanians saw him as a savior, and they kind of, I don't want to say like Moses, but they think that someday he'll come back and save Romania, because Romania is for years been in a very bad place economically and politically, and he was seen as a savior to his people.
Well, the whole impaling thing was like an intimidation, like stay away from us kind of thing.
So I see it this way, and my uncle laughed, is when I was like 14 years old, I said, so when he impaled people, it was like a big middle finger. And it was to his enemies. Fuck you. Come at me, bro. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole...
It's actually a very, very poetic description.
And it was Bram Stoker that made Vlad Dracula. Dracula means dragon in Romanian. And Vlad's father wanted to be very intimidating to his enemies, so he chose the name Dracula, or Dracul.
Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah. And, Vlad was an angry guy, and I would, he had reason to be. It's not about, oh, my wife committed suicide, I'm going to live, and I'm going to look for, it just makes me sick. But these guys with his paranormal adventures, that's the show.
Okay. I hate those.
He made me so angry because he kept pushing the whole, is Vlad a vampire and blah, blah. No, you motherfucker. Bram Stoker created the whole vampire bullshit, but. And actually, vampire lore did not start in Romania, it started in Turkey. And now I'm not going to give you a history lesson, so let's talk about something else. I
got a really good one for you guys.
All right.
Have you heard of what the world's worst Halloween costume is this year?
No.
Oh, please tell me it's Miley Cyrus.
Oh, no. It's far worse than Miley Cyrus.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
It's this girl. Let me see if I can find her name.
Oh, the blackface? Or the...
Nope. It's this girl named Alicia Ann Lynch of Michigan who decided to go out for Halloween as a Boston Marathon victim.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
So she got all dressed up as a marathon runner with blast marks all over herself, went to work, and then got fired from work, but had all these pictures posted on Twitter and Facebook. So the world got pissed off at her for doing this. And she started receiving all sorts of hate mail through Twitter and Facebook and everything, so she shut down the two sites that she had. Well, people had gone through her pictures already, and apparently, like, a while ago, she decided to post a picture of her license.
Oh, dear.
She didn't edit it.
She's blonde, isn't she?
The front of your driver's license has your address on it, so people were starting to send actual hate mail to her parents' house, because she's
they sent her death threats.
Is she blonde?
Yeah, she was getting, and then they did the reverse lookup and got her phone number, because you got the address, you can go online and get a phone number for the address.
Oh, so they're calling her parents' house? Oh, wow.
Calling her parents' house and sending death threats to the family. So then she had to go back on Twitter and she had to apologize and try and get people to stop calling her parents' house and leaving death threats for her family, because it was her, not her family that did this crap. And she's trying to own up to her crap. Wow. Oh my god. It is nuts. But yeah, man, like, she lost her job over this and everything.
What kind of thought goes... She's blonde, isn't she?
Nope, she's got black hair. Now that a really dark brunette. Looks
wow.
Well, then again, it could be dyed.
Yeah, could be.
Who's that stupid? I mean, who is that inconsiderate and dumb to think that would be a good Halloween costume?
All I have to say is America.
I'm gonna take a line from Lois. I'm gonna take a line from Lois Griffin from Family Guy. Meth is a hell of a drug.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
it's true.
But who? I mean, really. I mean,
people have posted all sorts of horrible comments on there too, like they hope that she gets cancer, that her mother gets cancer, and the rest of her family gets cancer. And they were wondering if she had kids, would she be dressing them up as Sandy Hook's victims too?
Ouch!
People were brutal and ruthless to her. Holy crap!
Well, the internet is one of those places where people will just say the worst possible thing if they want.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the thing is that, Rocky Horror is like at the forefront of a lot of this stuff because usually we have either a weekly or a monthly show right after a major event. Like, for example, the Aurora shootings, okay? Unfortunately, that was at a midnight release. Somebody at our Rocky cast, not in our cast, but at our show, when we were there, you know, we all agreed as cast that, you know, no Aurora shootings because that would make people feel completely unsafe. But we can't control what the audience does. Somebody made an Aurora shooting joke, and he got universally booed by the entire audience.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where, you know, there are some funny things, like, you know, as soon as Corey Monteith died, the skeleton in the casket right at the beginning of Time Warp, you know, like, hey, look, it's Corey Monteith, you know, that shit's funny. I mean, it's not necessarily reverent, but, you know, it's not a national tragedy, you know what I mean? You know, you don't make fun of national tragedies. Like, nobody made a Newtown shooting joke when that happened, because it's fucking little kids. Come on.
And of course, you know, speaking of kind of tragedies, I guess The Simpsons is the chick that did the voice for Mrs. Krabappel passed away.
Yeah.
Yep, heard about that.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing Simpsons is coming to an end anyways.
Are they really?
Yep, they're done.
Wow.
It's like their last season or something like that that's on right now.
Yeah, and of course the next season of True Blood, you know, down goes another vampire show.
Thank God.
Yeah. About time.
Seriously.
Thank whatever deity is causing that to happen.
Well, let's all look on the bright side of things. Thank God there's no Twilight TV show.
Shut up
Please,
right now.
Do not even consider the possibility of such a thing existing.
Oh my God. I'm surprised it hasn't happened.
That would require someone writing it, and they made the movies because someone already wrote them.
Yeah.
I no longer want to live on this planet.
There's only one left once True Blood's gone. There's only one left, and that's Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, that can stay. I mean, I know enough people who like it enough, you know, and they say that it's decent enough. That
it is decent because, you know, the one thing I can say about that show is that everybody's not goody-goody, you know. There are true assholes in that show. Just like with True Blood, you know, I didn't like it at first, but, you know, you guys know where I stand when it comes to vampire shit. You know, not just because I'm Romanian, but because, yeah. 30 Days of Night is the best, and the best vampire film ever of all time. Period. Hands down. I watch that and I giggle like a demonic bunny rabbit every time I watch that movie. So, like, yes, that is what vampires are. They're predators. They don't sparkle. They don't want to hug. They don't want to be loved. They want to eat your face, and that's the end of it.
Diamond sparkly skin.
You know, the one time it works, though, if you've ever seen it, there's this, like, really cheesy 70s, or, like, late 70s vampire movie. What was it, Love at First Bite?
Oh, God.
Have you ever seen that movie?
I have.
God.
Oh, it's so good. It's a comedy. It's great.
When I
like Van Helsing, like Van Helsing shows up in the in a restaurant and shoots him a bunch of times with silver bullets, and Dracula responds, "Werewolf." He says, "Really?" Yep. and then the cops show up and haul him away.
Oh, come on. It's like Young Frankenstein. Werewolf, their wolf, their castle. Why are you speaking like that?
When I first suffered the movie Twilight,
Ugh.
I was with a friend who is very into the books. She read the books, you know, she was excited about the movie. And when he ripped his shirt open and said, "This is the face of a killer, Bella," I laughed so hard I was crying. And she got so mad at me, and she said, "I never want to watch Twilight movie with you again." I said, "Thank you."
You guys ever seen Dracula Dead and Loving It?
Or Blackula with Eddie.
Oh, Blackula.
Oh, God.
I saw that. That's
oh.
No, now, of course, no way, I take that back. Now they have Dracula the TV show.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So I went to a convention this weekend.
Oh yeah, tell us about that.
It was exciting, yet exhausting. From like Thursday to Saturday, I had all of 40 minutes of sleep.
Didn't you host a panel or?
I didn't host a panel. I actually had to get panels ready for other people because I was doing guest relations.
Ooh.
Meaning that the guests who were invited to the convention, I was their bitch.
Oh, what fun. You like being people's bitch.
Yeah. Actually, it was a lot of fun. The guys who were there were actually really, really effing cool. Big shout out to Ty Giroux and Josh Griffin of the Budget Cuts, Dan Hess and his mom, who he does Weesh Comic, www.weeshcomic.com. Really, really nice people, all of them. And I also helped out with Greg Ayers, who's a huge voice actor as well as an amazing DJ, and his DJ crew. They were a lot of fun. I took the basically the morning shift and the early morning shift because I figured let the other guest relations people sleep while, during the day they'll be doing more stuff just like me. But if somebody needed something at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I would be available. So, because it's my normal schedule anyway.
Oh, so. Funny thing. One thing I forgot to mention to you guys outside of this is you guys all know where I work, of course, which is in a call center. Mm-hmm. And funny thing happened about last week is I was talking to, a subscriber, and I heard some guy in the car go, "I know that voice." I'm like, "What?" And someone said, "You're Jay from the Blarggcast."
No.
Oh my God.
I
no
actually
way.
I did. He's like, "You're Jay from the Blarggcast." I was like really quiet.
What?
And apparently they had listened. He was playing around on, I guess, YouTube, and happened to find, happened to put, I don't know if he put Blarg in or something, but he said he's looking up something I guess related to Halo, and
nice.
Came up on our channel.
I would like to take credit for all those hashtags or for all those tags on YouTube.
And yeah, he's like, he came up on our one of our podcasts and listened to it. And he listened to one of the Blargcasts, and he's like, "You guys are fucking hilarious." So a little bit of kudos to you guys. So yay!
Ooh,
That's awesome.
So it was kind of weird. I was kind of weirded out that.
Oh, don't be.
Hearing him say, "You're Jay from the Blargcast," and all of my calls are recorded.
You're famous.
I was like,
that
we need that recording. We need that recording.
One, I need that recording, and two, I need a raise because obviously I'm famous, bitches.
You'll be the new subscriber voice for OnStar.
That's great. Press 1 to go fuck yourself.
You have a celebrity.
And what's funny is we have limited amount of time to talk to these people, so they want our calls to stay like under a minute. And they're like, they wanted to ask me all these questions about about Chad and about you, Chris. And,
oh God.
And it was funny.
I can imagine.
Apparently, we have at least like a truckload worth of fans.
And that's why
right.
And that's why I kind of when I sent that email out to push us to do more podcasts because people love them.
If you guys are listening to this, booyah, bitches!
I want to say that if you asked about me, I love you. But the answer might scare you.
I love
whatever
you.
your question was. I love you guys. God damn it. I love you guys.
Grandpa fight!
People say? Yeah.
Have I ever told you guys that story?
What?
Oh God. I know.
So I was talking to a bunch of paramedics. I was taking an additional course down south, and a bunch of paramedics were in there, and we're all exchanging like these really funny horror stories about when we're all on car and stuff and all the crap that we've been doing. And one guy had a story that topped the rest of ours, and he said with his program they had to walk into their final exam room, and their teacher held out his hand and said, "Give me all your cell phones. No one's to keep their cell phone on them." So of course everyone hands him the cell phones. He lines them all up at the very front of the room. all these guys who are writing their final exams, you can hear a pin drop in the room. Everyone's sweating, everyone's shaking, everyone is so nervous because this exam will decide your fate in this industry. So everyone's sitting there writing that, and all of a sudden one person gets a text message, and guess what the ringtone is?
Cripple fight!
Cripple fight! The teacher's like, whose cell phone is that? Well, nobody, of course, would own up to that. Like, everybody hit the ground laughing.
Yeah.
So when he told us that, like, of course, our entire class is laughing, and like, everyone gets on their phones and starts looking up Cripple Fight to see if they can find that ringtone. And the funniest part about that, too, is that Heather works at a place downtown for the mentally disabled. Yeah. So, like, they will help you try and find a job and stuff like that, depending on what mental disability you have and, like, all sorts of stuff. And if it's really severe, they'll provide housing and assistance for you and stuff like that. So I've been told I'm not allowed to go to her workplace while that ringtone is on my phone.
Nice.
Well, that doesn't mean I can't go to her workplace with the ringtone on my phone.
Yeah. Anyone else can do it if they find out that I'm related to her in any which way. And she's talking to her boss, and here's Cripple Fight come screaming out of my phone.
You know what you need to do? You need to get a hold of her phone and change her ringtone to Cripple Fight.
Yes.
Everything goes on there. That would be great.
Everything reverts to Cripple Fight.
And that's when we all get the message on our BrunoBlargg page that Ryan's wedding will not be happening.
Just say it
Happy
wasn't...
divorce party!
Woo!
Happy not getting married.
Yes. And of course, for our loyal listeners, love is in the air as Ryan is getting married.
Hey.
Heyo.
Which is shocking to us all that she said yes.
Oh, I was most surprised when she said yes. Words out of my mouth were, really?
Did she hesitate? I have to ask. When you asked her, did she hesitate?
Yes.
She did not.
Really?
She did not hesitate.
That's a fucking miracle.
Man, and she was sober when you asked her?
She was sober.
Wow.
Wait, was she conscious?
No, it was a very romantic thing, and we're all happy for Ryan. Even though
my question still stands. Was she conscious?
He's dying your head.
All you have to know is that there was a yes involved. How the yes was extracted is personal.
Yes.
Just because you moved her mouth and said in a very, very high falsetto voice, "Yes, I will marry you," does not count.
Super glued the ring to her finger, yeah.
What
the one with or without the tracking chip.
Will Luna be the ring dog?
We've been talking about that. We would love for her to be the ring bearer, but let's face it, she's very pretty, but she is dumber than a bag of bricks. We can't expect her to walk down the aisle and make it to us. It just won't happen.
Well,
even if she did have the smarts, she's too big of an asshole.
Blinders on.
She'd take off with the rings and you'd never see them again.
Yeah. She'd go pawn them off or something and go blow it on cracks and cracking hookers.
She's in a hookah bar.
Husky hookers.
Yeah. So we're thinking if we were to have a child before that, then the child can hold onto the leash and try and get her to go all the way down. Either that or we'd have to get a saddle.
That kid would be pretty young, though.
You need to, a monkey.
I vote saddle.
Well, if you had someone walk Luna, I don't know if you guys have like any young relatives that are are small enough that can handle Luna. I think you could probably get away with it, but
I think we should just have a really long leash and one of those little wheel cranks, and then just crank the wheel and just drag her all the way up to the front and watch her fight every step of the way.
Put blinders on her, that way she can't see forward.
We could have somebody cosplay as Benton Fraser. If you get that reference.
You have just lost speaking bitches. You think I'm kidding?
You get my Due South reference.
I used to watch that show. I hate you so much. Right now.
That would be perfect.
Oh, wow.
I hope you go to bed tonight and think about what you've done. How dare you?
Gotta admit that was perfect, though.
Where the hell is my fork? I need to purge my memory again.
Now, we could all show up as a Lord of the Rings cosplay, which would be really...
That'd be a thing.
Nope. I'm still going to do the whole, I'm still going to do Dr. Scott.
There you go.
And I'm going to... You know what? We're going to do this the easy way. I'm going to roll a dice. If it's an odd number, I'm not going to wear underwear. If there's an even number, I'm going to wear underwear. You have to deal with the consequences.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
I kind of feel for Ryan's family right now.
Yeah, especially because after that, no one...
They're going to talk about this thing for years.
It'll have to be a free bar.
I feel like there would be people missing from the reception, but those that stayed just stayed to want to see what happens.
Next.
Yes, but we are very happy for Ryan, and
yay!
We're supposed to be happy for him? Damn it. I keep getting these emotions wrong. I feel like I want to just ruin everything. Like, if I get something very nice, I want to take a sledgehammer to it.
There you go, we should make a redneck wedding.
Yeah.
We'll put a little car out back and you can take a sledgehammer to the car.
Hey now.
$5, 5 swings.
I'm a Kentucky, and I can make that happen. Do not tempt me, son. I will come to your wedding with a fucking gallon of moonshine. I will get so damn trashed that I won't know which way is up, which way is down, and which car I peed on.
Yeah, and of course, for our listeners, we will be documenting the event, so it'll be a BrunoBlargg documentary. The Wedding of Ryan.
That'll be awesome.
We will try.
It'll be awesome because I don't know how sober we'll be, so it might be like an hours of taping of the wall. You never know.
You mean like the wall is in the Pink Floyd movie where you have to be fucked up to watch it? I mean, because seriously, that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah. You'll either the movie will mess your head up, or your head has to be messed up already.
Exactly.
Hangover. You just wake up and find pictures on your phone.
Actually, that's what happens at most.
Those aren't pictures. Those are clues.
So, Ryan, what would happen if you had the wedding in Windsor and you ended up in Vancouver again?
Wait, again?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where the hell you're having the wedding.
That'd be a thing.
Let me see how far away I can get you from the wedding and then get you there on time.
You do plan on doing it in Windsor, right?
We have two different options that we're considering. It's either going to be in the Windsor area, so a lot of family and friends will be able to make it, or we're thinking of it like a really small destination wedding.
No, don't do the Windsor wedding. I'll kill him.
Don't do the destination wedding. It's not cool.
Yeah.
No.
We're debating between
I can
the two,
drive to Windsor and not have to worry about it.
We get a lot more people that'll be able to come if we go to Windsor, and then plus two, like my grandmother's 82 years old, so by the time we get married, she'll be like 84. She's not getting on a plane to go to a destination wedding, I mean, I'm thinking like it's leaning towards Windsor, but I mean, we still got a lot to talk about.
I could drive to Windsor in about 5 years.
5 years.
It would probably take a while.
It'd probably take like 52 hours of straight driving.
Where at? Where are you guys at?
I'm from California, so I mean, it'd be pretty much just driving across the country.
Or just flying
I'm
to
from
my
White
area.
House. It takes me driving across the country.
About 3 days. I drove from Moorhead to Vancouver, so yeah, about 3 days.
We should have a driving contest, Chad. Leave at the exact same time on the exact same day. And just drive and see who gets there first.
I hope that one of you takes Montana. Montana's fun.
We were joking around,
Montana's cheating though with the speed law.
the
relative speed.
That. Nope, they repealed that.
Wait, they did?
Yep, a long time ago.
Those dick munchers.
It is 75 rare.
75 is still pretty good though.
Yeah, but I was doing 120, and I only saw 2 cops tending to wrecks going in the opposite direction both times.
So
so you know.
So the law is different, but nothing's really changed.
So for any police officers listening in on this, that was an admission of guilt.
Hey, but statute of limitations, that happened a long time ago.
You just gotta watch out, Ohio, because, no offense, but Ohio cops are assholes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
We're not going to Ohio. There's
less
nothing
than
in
2
Ohio.
miles from
Let's not go to Ohio.
Why not?
Hey,
Ohio's special. It's high in the middle and round on both ends.
Fuck you, guys. I am less than 2 miles from Ohio. Ohio's a fucking shithole. Alright? And I have to drive up through there to get almost anywhere else unless I'm going south. Alright? I don't want to hear it.
Now we've lost every listener in Ohio. Now.
If you were to go to Sandusky,
listeners in Ohio.
Chris, if you were to go to Sandusky, you'd be able to hop on one of the ferries there and take the ferry across the lake. You'd cut off a lot of time.
If we have any listeners from Ohio, they know how much it sucks.
You see, okay, if I were to take a ferry through Sandusky, first off, Sandusky, to get to Sandusky versus going straight up to Detroit, it's the same amount of time. Because Sandusky's in the middle of fuck all nowhere.
Solid city name, Sandusky.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit. I mean...
They got a good name, at least.
Cedar Point. Cedar Point
is in Sandusky, yes it is.
But their parent company is so bad. I work for their parent company. So bad.
Who is their parent company?
Cedar Fair Entertainment.
Okay.
I was working at Kings Island when it was owned by Paramount, and then Cedar Fair took over by buying all the Paramount parks, and they are fucking Nazis.
So, would you say they're not fair?
No, they are not. Yeah. Yeah. But no, I mean, I can just drive straight up through Detroit in 4 hours flat and be good. And just hop right on over.
What's really fun is when, because I live in Michigan, when you go from Michigan to Ohio, when you're on the freeway, as soon as there's the last exit, just before you hit Ohio, and it's a really bumpy road, so your car's shaking and shit, and then suddenly the road is smooth. And my then boyfriend at the time was asleep in the car, and he kind of woke up and said, "Oh, we're in Ohio?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny. But the cops are just assholes there.
Oh yeah, no, it's Ohio cops fucking suck. And everybody in Ohio knows that it's one gigantic speed trap.
It is.
They've got nothing better to do than to be assholes.
Of course, now none of us will ever be safe in Ohio now, ever.
That's right.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's okay. I never plan on going there.
Yeah, well, I have to. Fuck you all. Anywho,
yeah.
All right. Back to this con that was in Ohio. Yeah, it was fun. The con was great. I enjoyed it.
I know when we were talking about doing live action shows, I talked to Chad numerous times about making fun of the, diners, drive-ins, and dives. That guy, there you go. I saw on the news that he got into a fight with his hairdresser. It just made me lose total respect for him. I was like, what?
Please tell me the hairdresser shaved off all those douchebag spikes.
Oh my god. And I didn't even read it. I just saw it on
it's a part of his image at that point. So if that happened, I would understand that he would want to fight the guy. Because it's it's kind of a part of his whole image, whether it's good or not. But yeah, yeah.
Getting into a fight with your hairdresser, I mean, really?
It's like getting into a slap fight in high school. Like an actual slap fight.
I'ma slap you, silly!
God, it's been years since I've gone to a hairdresser.
Wait. Why would you actually admit that you went to a hairdresser?
Screw that. Long hair, don't care.
I was a kid once.
I was a kid once.
And your mom didn't cut your hair?
No, you see, my parents didn't cut my hair. What happened was I went to a barber. An actual barber.
Yeah.
Seville?
Because I'm not a pansy.
We have very few barbers up here.
Yeah, and there's very few barbers down here, but I went to one.
Uh-huh. In Ohio?
No, in Kentucky, bitch.
Oh, really?
Oh.
So do you guys call it Kentucky Fried Chicken, or do you just call it fried chicken?
It's for me, it's fried chicken, but it's Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys just some funny stuff that's happened in the world, and you guys can make your little comments. Okay, the first one is some guy showed up in a courthouse, and you know when you go through the metal detector, they make you put all your stuff in a tray and it goes through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You think you would leave your meth pipe at home?
Really?
Yeah, he put it in the tray at the courthouse.
Well,
Oh, that's hilarious.
that's a smart man there. Meth.
Smart as
hell
an
of a drug.
SMRT.
Yeah,
And-
smart.
Yeah. And the second item was this guy wanted to commit suicide. So he filled his apartment with gas, and then he changed his mind, and then he went outside and he lit a cigarette.
Nice.
And killed himself.
Yeah, basically.
Brilliant.
Well, at least he didn't eat anyone's face.
Hey. At least he went out with a blast.
At least he didn't eat anyone's face.
Okay. And of
Who
course,
farted? Oh wait, that's the methane.
this real estate agent was taking pictures of a house for sale, and managed to get in the marijuana garden
Okay.
in the pictures. Yep.
Nice.
And the price of that house just tripled.
Prime real estate.
He knows what he's doing.
And then the guy
Seems
that
the
called
market's on the rise on this one.
And then the guy that called 911 because he wanted to complain that his hamburger was missing the cheese. I'm not
I
kidding.
actually watched one of those, it was on videotape. It was one of those, like, weirdest things ever shows. And it had a person who apparently McDonald's got her order wrong. So, like, she looked through and saw that the order was wrong, and instead of being like, hey, look, the order was wrong, she just reached across the counter and punched the chick in the face. Like, just decked her and started going, like, beating the crap out of her. So I don't know if this is like
there's
the 10th
another
time
case.
they've
There's
messed it
another
up or
case
what.
of that where a woman, you know, like how they're in certain areas of the world they're required to look at like $20 bills, like to see if they're real, hold them up to the light.
Uh-huh.
So you know, and woman just casually, you know, held it up to the light for a quick second to check, and then the person that was ordering this, you know, black woman, whatever, was just completely flipped out on her and started, like, jumped over the counter and beat the crap out of her because she checked the $20 bill. Like, how dare you check this $20 bill?
Wow.
Nope.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the drive-through song at Sonic's?
No.
No.
A guy places his entire order while he's playing the guitar in the the passenger seat.
Oh god.
So this like unsuspecting girl is trying to take this whole order, and the guy has like, I think it's like 4 or 5 different like combos with different items in the combos and stuff. And he stayed on cue the entire time and still played the end of the song the entire time. And she even like messed up the order, but as she was repeating it back to him, he still caught all the mess ups and fixed the order while he's singing it to her.
Damn.
Great.
Not gonna
Look
lie.
it up on YouTube. It is great. It's like a 4 or 5 minute video or something, and yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
hilarious.
That's like the chat roulette thing. That's like the, what was it? Have you guys seen that? The chat roulette proposal thing?
No?
Anyway, just this guy was set up this whole thing, so that a random, like, like the first like cute girl he found on chat roulette, he would set up this whole like crazy song for like a proposal thing. I don't remember what the video is, but it's like long convoluted thing, and even like makes rhymes on the spot with her name and stuff like that. It was pretty awesome.
And this last one is for you guys. There's a guy that wants to make money, so he's in a tight spot and needs money, so he decided he was going to sell something. And he's selling.
Please say his child. Please say his child. Please
no,
say his child.
he wants to sell his testicle for $35,000.
Who's gonna buy that?
I watched that. That's like the Cheapskates or something like that, where they show like the world's worst or America's worst cheapskates.
Oh yeah,
and that guy decided he was going to be part of a medical thing. I just watched that like an hour ago.
I think it's like is it like called Extreme Tightwads or something like that?
No, Extreme Cheapskates. It's on Netflix. I just started watching it. I feel bad.
You go in, you donate one of your testicles, they replace it with an artificial one, and when you check out after 14 days, you get a check for $35,000.
Holy crap.
Well, he had to go through a whole bunch of tests and screens and stuff like that, and he was found to be not fit, so they didn't include him in this research, because it's a medical research thing.
Yeah.
Right.
See, I mean, like, I'm doing medical research right now. I mean, I'm taking medication, and I get paid $50 for every appointment that I have. Which is pretty, yeah, I mean, the first paycheck was like $350. It was great.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know what's funny is there's people that will, because the medical community does pay for these things, and of course, what was it? There was a flatline study where people volunteered to have their heart stopped.
Oh yeah.
No, thank you.
And it was like a 14-day study. They pay you like $25,000.
What happens when they stop your heart and start it again?
Yeah, I guess.
Did they screw it up with anyone?
I have no idea.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. We couldn't get it to stop, so you don't get any money.
I was like, well, we got your heart to stop. We got that part done. But,
darned if it wouldn't reboot.
Reboot.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Start punching him in the face. Breathe,
motherfucker, breathe.
Wow.
Motherfucker,
keep calm and shock on.
Defibrillator joke.
So the Japanese guest for the con this weekend, one of the only English words he knows is shocker. As in,
That's
what
awesome.
a shocker. And one of the only other words that he knows is reverse shocker. Which is just so funny. It was great. Oh my god.
That's awesome.
I about lost my shit.
And of course, we just had Halloween go by, and you know I haven't watched like Food Network in a long time. You know they have the Halloween Wars, where they have like the pumpkin covers and stuff. And one of the judges was the guy that plays Jason Voorhees. He's one intimidating son of a bitch.
Nice.
Right.
I mean, out of the makeup and everything, he is huge.
I had a kid dressed up as a Ghostbuster come to my house trick-or-treating. He got like half my candy.
That's awesome.
We only had
Parenting done correctly.
We only had 6 kids show up because here it was rainy and shitty, so no kids showed up. So,
Yeah.
like 6 kids showed up, and I was like, I don't want all this candy. Dump.
Well, it was very rare up here because normally by Halloween there's tons of snow out there and kids have to actually be out in their snowsuits.
Yeah.
It's usually pretty cold. Well, this year it was actually warm and there was no snow. It's weird. Very weird. So we had tons of kids out there right now.
When winter does kick in, it's going to be so fucking cold.
I know.
Yeah.
It's going to be
it's supposed to be
insane.
right now. It's supposed to be cold in September. We're supposed to get snow by like beginning of October. Usually Thanksgiving is a white Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be a really cold year this year, depending on what part of the country you're in, or countries.
I feel like winter's not going to last that long, but during the actual winter, it's just going to be so damn cold.
Here we had a tornado warning, which was weird, like really weird.
Really?
Yeah, on Halloween, and
that's crazy.
It was weird because when I came home, my mom was like, "Yeah," because I was at the con getting the guests all settled in. It was the day before the convention, and we're getting the guests settled in. It's like the sirens are going off, and we're like, "What the hell? It's not even raining that bad." But it actually, the wind, we got hit with a lot of straight line winds, and the thing is like evidently like the rain let up enough during the trick or treat time, even though a lot of places were canceling, to where like. We actually got like 38 kids, which is, I'm on a little dead end street. That's the most we've ever seen.
That's a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Like, holy shit, you know? And we're like giving out gobs of candy. Like, bastards.
I didn't even pay attention to costumes that did show up. I just like opened the door, threw the candy at him and said, you know, get away from my house, you know, but, because you know how much, because you all know how full of love I am, but, you know.
It just overflows. It just pours everywhere. So much.
Yeah.
Like a red paintball hitting you in the face.
I mean.
Just about.
I wanted to give this one kid a bunch of candy, and you can see Mom come up to the porch. She's like, "Oh no, I don't want him to have that much candy."
Too bad, so sadly, you don't think.
It's like, bitch, why are you taking him out trick-or-treating if you don't want him to have that much candy?
Well, you know,
what the hell are you doing?
There's the nice me, and then there's the me you guys know. And that part inside my head is going,
call bullshit.
You know, what, you're not going to eat all this candy when he gets home, you dumb bitch? You know, it was in there. You know? I always find it funny when people take their 3-4-year-olds out trick-or-treating because they're not trick-or-treating for the kid.
No.
Or not.
You know, the parents are going to sit down like fatties and go through the candy. You know?
That kid won't miss half of his Reese's cups.
Exactly.
Little son of a bitch.
When we were...
It's like, he's not going to remember this.
When I was younger, we'd go trick-or-treating. We'd always go to the rich neighborhood, Grosse Pointe, because those motherfuckers are going to big candy bars. I'm talking like the big, king-size candy bars.
Okay, what's the worst thing that you ever got for Halloween?
Peanuts and pennies.
Okay,
pennies?
I'm a Jew. I'd like the pennies.
We had this old we had this old lady that lived on our block, and every year she'd give out pennies and peanuts.
That's
I got
weird.
Jesus on a cross once.
What?
What?
Yeah. One of those like little handheld like crosses. It's like the size of your hand. Like one of those little mini church crosses that had Jesus pegged on it. Oh yeah. I got one of those for Halloween.
What is this Stewie Griffin said? Nothing says come and get it like a Jew nailed to a cross.
Yeah, that's right. Sexy bastard just hanging there. He's chilling. I think the worst thing that I ever got was like somebody actually started giving out apples, and we started avoiding that house like the plague. I mean, like I remember some people were giving out like king size candy bars, and we did that.
Like if somebody gave out like cherries or like blackberries or like a legit like tasty fruit, that'd be chill. But apples are just too much damn work.
You know,
for not enough reward.
Oh, man.
It would be different if it was a caramel apple, yeah.
You know what I want to give out someday? I want to give out whole pineapples.
You see, I remember one year some person was giving out condoms.
Yeah.
That is clever.
It's been so long since I've had combos.
No, not combos. Condoms.
Condoms?
As in Durex, motherfucker.
To like kids?
Yes.
My statement still stands.
Awesome.
Look, Bobby, it's a balloon.
Why is there a hole in it?
Could you imagine the parent, because, you know, the parents always go through the kid's stash to make sure everything's safe. Can you imagine when the mom or dad comes upon that?
Oh.
And the kid goes, Mommy, what's that?
Nothing for you, honey.
It's candy for mommy.
Of course, these days with sex ed in second grade, of course they'll know already.
Oh God.
Wait. You're doing that in second grade now? Because I got it.
That early.
Yeah.
I got it in sixth.
They learned really early over in Europe, and they've got some of the lowest teen pregnancy rates.
Oh, yeah.
That's because the whole thoughts on that.
That's because it's not such a bad thing in Europe. You know, sex.
Over here we got the fucking prudes.
Over here you can watch people blow each other's brains out, and it's great if you're walking around with a handgun, concealed or non-concealed. But oh my God, show a tit or a vagina or a penis on TV, and there will be hell to pay.
Yeah, I like the 9 o'clock watershed in the UK because it's like your 5, 9, and 12 or whatever your primary channels are is like the ABC or it's the BBC.
One actor was saying something about how rated R movie you can see full female nudity.
Yeah.
But
that's a lie.
But you can't see like a full guy nude. What's the
Both
difference?
of those are lies.
Oh, yeah.
Full, far from full.
Well, I mean, it's like 9 p.m. is the watershed, and so you can, on the BBC, you'll hear the word fuck. I mean, come on. It's like, there can be sex, like what you would find on HBO.
My friend went to study in Japan, and he's like, TV there is like, holy shit,
Oh, yeah.
There is no, he's like, what the fuck?
We don't even know.
Yeah.
We don't even know.
Yeah.
The shit they come up with, we didn't think was possible.
Yeah,
It's Japan. That's all you have to say. It's Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Japan, and it's totally different.
Rule 34, people. Rule 34.
And Rule 34A. Because Rule 34 is, if it exists, there is porn of it. Rule 34A is, if porn cannot be found of it, it will be made.
It will be made.
Those crazy Japanese.
They're crazy. Some of their shows are so stupid.
But come on, MXC. So good.
Oh my
MXC
God.
is amazing.
I missed
quality.
that show.
I like how the Americans tried to do it as Wipeout, and it wasn't that funny.
I know.
It didn't work. Just
Ninja Warrior is great. You guys ever seen that one?
Yeah, Ninja Warrior is good too.
It is
The
good.
Japanese version is amazing. The American version sucks.
I want to do those courses so bad.
That would be so much fun.
Okay.
Although there are some people that do the warped wall that I just laugh at so hard. People that just cannot do it, no matter how hard they try.
Plant right into the wall.
Yeah.
You forgot to jump, bastard.
Or they climb up and then hang by one arm, and then for some reason, because they can't do anything, they just sit there for a while and then fall. And I'm like, you've already completed this. You've got your arm up. That's step one.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Chris?
Speaking of other shows that are successful in their home country but have failed with their spin-offs, who here likes Top Gear?
Hell yes.
Top Gear, the original UK is amazing. The American version, fucking shit.
I didn't know they had an American version.
Yeah, Top Gear US sucks a dick.
Exactly. I mean, it's absolutely horrible. They're trying to, play off the James May, Jeremy Clarkson, and freaking,
Hammond.
Yeah, Richard Hammond, they're trying to play off their little, work off, because they've got such a chemistry together because they've been working so long together. I mean,
and they're
Top
really
Gear's
close friends and all that.
Yeah, they can be douchebags to each other and not take it seriously. And whereas, the American version, of course, I guess they keep swapping people out and trying to get that chemistry. It just doesn't work.
They've been swapping people out?
I thought that they had been, but I'm not sure.
I know it's Tanner Faust, the drifter, and then Rutledge Wood, he's kind of like a friend of everyone in NASCAR that matters.
That's not saying much.
But he's like a big NASCAR, redneckish type guy, and then that really annoying Italian comedian.
I mean, okay, look at it this way. I mean, even if they aren't trying to change the people out, shouldn't they be trying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's just not working. And everything is scripted. And it's obvious that it's scripted.
Whereas in the UK version, it's really not.
Yeah.
I mean,
when things go wrong, it's because they went wrong, not because they were intended to.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's like, we can't keep the insurance costs down on this show because we don't know what the fuck is going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, come on. Yeah.
Little Britain.
I like the Robin episode. The three-wheeled, where he keeps rolling the Robin.
Of course, not to go change the subject on you guys, but, let's talk, Star Wars 7 starts filming in January.
Hallelujah.
From what they're saying, it's going to concentrate on the twins, son and daughter of Han and Leia.
Yep, Jason Anakin.
Yep. I guess in Variety there was a casting call, and they were trying to guess what characters they were trying to cast for the roles. Carrie Fisher is already signed on. I think also
Harrison Ford has as well.
He did then. Okay.
As well as Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
He had signed on. Everybody's coming back.
Yeah. So
and I can't wait because honestly, like Jedi Academy, Jedi Outcast 2 or whatever it is. It's Jedi Outcast 2, Jedi Academy. It has an older Luke Skywalker. He's dressed in his Return of the Jedi gear, but it's just, I can't wait for them to actually revisit Yavin 4 and have the new Jedi temple built and whatnot. And I really hope they put Kyle Katarn into it, because Kyle Katarn is just so good of a character that he's such a walk that line between good and evil that they just need to put him in. I'd like to see that. Because the twins, I don't know if any of you know the story of the twins, but the twins, it gets kind of convoluted.
Now, doesn't one of Han and Leia's children go to the dark side?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay.
There must always be a balance.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And, of course, movie-wise, Thor's coming out soon. I think it already did come out.
No, the
Friday.
preview. Yeah, the preview.
Yeah, Thor's Dark World.
I want to watch that.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I cannot wait for that because Eccleston is amazing.
I'm not, a giant Thor fan, but
this one looks amazing.
I do enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, they said at the end of Thor 2, there's going to be the teaser for the next Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
It's Voltron?
Ultron, yep.
Or Ultron, yeah.
Ultron.
Yeah.
And the guy who plays Ultron, does anyone know who he's going to be?
No.
James Spader. So the guy who was in...
Wow.
Oh, yes.
For anyone listening, whoever has seen the William Shatner's Boston Legal, it's his partner.
I love James Spader.
He is a great actor.
Yeah.
Wasn't he in, he was in one of the Brat Pack movies. Can't remember which one.
I don't know.
Let's see. Hold on. I gotta look this up.
Okay. While he's looking that up, I can't wait to see the new X-Men movie. That looks amazing.
I'm waiting for Desolation of Smog to come out.
Yep, James Spader was in Pretty in Pink. Yep. He was in Pretty in Pink.
He would make an awesome villain.
Who?
Who are you talking about?
Oh, James Spader, yeah.
Yeah.
He's Age of Ultron. He is Ultron, and that's gonna be so good because Spader is just, he's just a badass.
I think last time I read, they're debating about whether or not they're actually going to have him playing Ultron live, or if they're going to do a CGI version like they did with Mark Ruffalo and the Hulk and the Avengers.
Well, I would honestly say that they probably end up, because with Mark Ruffalo, they did his regular visuals and then they digitized him. Yep. I mean, I honestly would say they'd probably end up doing it like Andy Serkis for Lord of the Rings, like doing the mocap suit on. Yeah,
I can't wait. I can't wait until the next Hobbit film.
When does that come out? I've seen previews.
December.
Which film?
Desolation of Smaug.
Oh yeah. I haven't got the chance to see the first one. But
December.
That's gonna be sweet.
December 13th, Friday the 13th.
Oh yes. Ooh yeah. Cannot wait.
It's gonna be good. And of course, everybody's going to be excited about Justin Bieber's new movie coming out. Ooh.
I really hope he dies in a fire.
And of course, Paranormal Activity's coming out with a new movie.
Oh, I also hope they die in a fire.
Yeah. I know. Enough's enough.
I really hope they die in a fire.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it's going to be terrible. It's going.
And of course, in March is 300 Rise of an Empire. That's when that comes out in March. Which is ironic because March 7th in Rome was, what was it? Quinquatria, which is the Festival Minerva in ancient Rome. Yeah.
Is Minerva one of the chicks that Zeus banged and screwed everybody over with?
No, that was Medusa. But
yeah, I know, but he did it multiple times.
He did many women. He was a pimp. He was a man.
The problems caused in Roman mythology, most of them were caused because Zeus couldn't keep it in his pants.
Well, Minerva was the Roman goddess of wisdom and arts, defense, things like that. Her father was Jupiter.
That would be Zeus.
Yeah. And of course, Minerva was a virgin goddess, of course. She had the owl. So when you cross Greek with, like Athena, Athena had her owl, Minerva had her owl. It's yeah. But then I start talking history again, so I'm going to shut up now.
Mythology is really cool. If you ever get the chance, if you really want to read up on any mythology, Edith K. Hamilton's book, Mythology, is probably one of the best anthologies to get if you want to read up on Greek or Roman mythology. I don't believe it's in print anymore. However, places like Half Price Books have like fuckloads of copies because it was a long-selling book.
Yeah, and of course, with the new 300 movie, Rodrigo Santoro is coming back to play Xerxes. Of course, you can't have Xerxes without him because he was in 300. But Artemisia, that's her name. Artemisia is Eva Green. So
nice.
Yeah,
that should be good.
Nice.
I can't wait for that movie.
I know. I mean, I like historic movies when they're done right. A lot of them are done wrong, and it makes me angry.
Hollywood puts their hands in the jar and fucks it all up.
Doesn't have the same nerve as movies like Saving Private Ryan and Troy.
Okay, now, no, wait. Saving Private Ryan was done correctly.
Yeah. Saving Private Ryan pissed me off. I mean...
Why?
The part where all he had to do was keep his comrades armed, and he sat there like a bitch and watched his friend die. I have to leave the room.
But that actually happened.
Yeah.
Where the soldier would like slowly put the knife in the other guy.
Yes. I get so angry I have to leave the room, or I will punch a baby.
Yeah, well, that shit did happen. I mean, see, what I like about Saving Private Ryan and then, of course, Band of Brothers in the Pacific is a lot of that shit actually did happen.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of actual variation other than the actual storyline. You know what I mean? With the actual way that they did it, everything is as historically accurate as possible. Because especially with like Band of Brothers, my great my great uncle was just down the line in the 502nd. So, like, you know, they're focusing on the 506 and the Easy Company. My great uncle, who I've got almost all of his World War II stuff, was right down the frickin' line. He got hit in Market Garden. You know, I mean, Market Garden was a fucking mess, and the way that they portrayed it was fantastic. And another tidbit of information, if you actually listen to Saving Private Ryan's closing credits, it's the opening credits for Band of Brothers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I know, I found that one out. I'm like,
both of those I really enjoyed.
Yeah,
I gotta rewatch Saving Private Ryan. That was a great movie.
And the Pacific is extremely good as well. I like the Pacific.
I like Band of Brothers more than the Pacific, but yeah,
yes,
they're both
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. No, but the Pacific is really cool because just the way they intertwined the three different stories with John Bass Alone and with you know, the other two guys. I had to go back and read it. It's yeah, it was really good. Or it was Red Blood, Black Sand. I can't remember the guy's name though. Fuck. My head's just, I'm tired. God bless America.
But I like a good historic film. When Gladiator came out, I kind of sat on the fence because
good story and very entertaining, not very historically accurate.
When they did the opening battle scene, I wanted to cry. It was so perfect.
Oh yeah, no, that was perfect. That was good, but yeah.
My cousin, you know, may he rest in peace, loved Rome. He was very SCA, and his SCA household was Roman. And, you know, I kind of knew if he was alive at that time, he would, you know, love that. Because he taught me about Roman combat. And just watching that whole scene, how they maneuvered and how they did things. And I was like sitting there going, oh, because it was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, never, you know, as a woman, I have to say, now, the one movie that got me as horny as hell was 300. when they brought those shields down to make the phalanx, when they closed ranks, and those shields smacked together, that did it for me. Right there in the theater, I'm grabbing my boyfriend's leg, and he's like, what is wrong with you?
Oh, it's nice and nice.
Oh
click them again, bitches.
So, just a warning to guys, don't watch that movie with me, because I will be all over you.
Like shit on Velcro.
You have no idea. I mean, and he told friends of ours, and that are really into the SCA and love combat, it's like, that movie made her hot. And like, why can't my wife get hot over that movie?
Wow.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. And the fight scene, that just did it for me. I was like, oh my god, it's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some previous... Yeah, I know. It was like, I'm like gripping his leg in the theater. He's like, you're hurting me, stop it. Yeah. Now I want to watch the movie. I love that movie.
Yeah, of course you want to watch the movie. And
Well,
all you hear coming from Jay's room is schlick, 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 schlick.
I rarely get emotional with movies. But, you know, at the end of 300, where the last thing Leonidas thinks of is his wife, oh yeah.
Still a better love story than Twilight.
Yep. Casting couch.
The amount of the amount of places that phrase can be used is
Twilight was just so bad.
Amazing.
It was so awful. So awful. So awful.
There's a reason the only people that enjoy it are like young teenage girls.
Oh my god. What do they call
I saw a picture online of a girl getting thrown down the stairs, and it had a caption, "Still a better love story than Twilight."
That's horrible. However, so funny.
That's so good.
The story in Twilight did not make sense. I mean...
That's because it's Twilight.
Yeah.
It's also very creepy because, like in the first movie, it's not super clear how old she is, but we know she's like a high school girl.
Yeah, right.
And this dude who's like hundreds of, like over 100
150 years old.
150 years old is like stalking her and crap and like watching her sleep. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
bestiality.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with no with that one.
No one was. I thought I was the only one only one disturbed by that. That he was watching her sleep. That's fucking creepy. I mean, that's like Herbert the pervert creepy. I mean,
it's like if you were hanging out previous and like cuddling and crap, and then she falls asleep, like that's chill.
Yeah.
But not like creeping into somebody's house and like, that's not so cool.
Yeah, that's
I was watching you sleep now. You want a popsicle? Got a whole freezer full of popsicles. Go on now. Make your peas and poops.
So, that's a thing.
You started to piss me off, you little piggly son of a bitch. Call me.
God damn it, Chris.
I love you.
I mean, when it came to Underworld, I was kind of, because every time a new genre of vampire thing comes out, I'm the first one to look at it and go, okay, how much is this going to suck?
I didn't mind Underworld.
I didn't mind Underworld.
I really liked it.
Best
Kate
werewolf.
Beckinsale in tight leather.
Best werewolves in if any movie that had werewolves, the best ever. The hands down, Underworld.
Yeah, they did a good job with it.
And the guy the guy played Lucian. I found it kind of funny that not only did he play the head werewolf, but in Twilight he played the head vampire.
Wait, he did? Wait, he was in that?
He was in that. He played,
I feel sorry for him.
Yeah, he played
going
the head
from
vampire.
a legitimate
my respect level for him kind of went down a few notches.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, come on, Twilight. I mean, it's Twilight.
Have you seen the movie Unthinkable? Samuel L. Jackson.
No.
And is it Carrie-Anne Moss, the one from The Matrix?
I think so.
What's her name? Yeah.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson plays he tortures people for a living, and he's hired by the CIA to torture people. So he gets he interrogates people, and he gets information out of them. And the lead terrorist that he was torturing the entire movie was the guy who played Lucian.
Damn.
And he tortured him by making him watch Twilight over and over.
Over and over.
Look what you were a part of.
With those little eyelid
Look
clamps
what you
that keep your
have
eyelids
become.
open, and
It's like
every so often they put
Robot
eye
Chicken.
drops in and keep you going, and every time your heart rate falls below 60, a battery jumps your heart.
That's right.
You will watch this movie
through the testicles.
You will like it.
Of course, any listener that's a Twilight fan probably saying, I'm never going to listen to these people again. Well, fuck you. Twilight sucks. Sorry. It's just awful.
It's, yeah.
Did you guys hear that Spider-Man 2 is being made?
Oh, God.
The Amazing Spider-Man number 2, I should say.
Okay, I'll be honest. I don't like the Spider-Man series for a variety of reasons.
I
liked The Amazing Spider-Man, the last one that was made.
I did too. A
lot better than the last trilogy.
I agree. Yeah. I got sick of James, though I loved James Franco as an actor. Now, I hated him then. Because every time something happened in Spider-Man, it was like, oh, don't tell Harry. Really? Come on. But James Franco, though, I finally got respect for him again in Pineapple Express.
Oh, God.
And
I saw the end of the world.
Oh, my God, was that funny or what?
That was good, yeah. That was good.
Oh, my God. I didn't know they were going to play themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were playing characters. They were playing themselves, watching, like, stars like Rihanna and all them get sucked into hell. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, no, you know what's funny is that when Michael Cera smacked her ass, the actual deal was he was able to smack her ass as long as she could smack him in the face twice as hard.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
But that movie was hilarious. I loved
It's sippy cup time. Who wants my sippy cup?
I really, really enjoyed
So how did it work with her and how did it work with her and Chris Brown then? What was the agreement there?
Beats me.
Oh.
I get it.
And now we use all the Rihanna fans. No.
Beats me, but I got a hunch.
All the Rihanna jokes going around about that.
Chris Brown is just disturbed. I mean,
Chris beats you down, Brown.
I'm sorry, it's like in Rocky Horror when Frank gets up to smack the hell out of Janet. It's like, hey, Frank, do your best Chris Brown impression. I'll tell you once. I'll tell you twice. Wise up, Janet once. But yeah, no. He's evidently I think maybe about to do time again.
Yeah, he got some bar fight or some shit. Smack some chick, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's his MO. Smack a chick. Boom, smack a hoe.
Bitch.
Smack a hoe.
It's...
Oh, did you hear? Did you hear about Chris Brown? Yeah, he found his true Native American roots. His new name is Smack a Hoe. I'm sorry, I'm a horrible person.
Why is the judge in the Chris Brown case insisting Chris work at a Red Lobster? So he can learn how to batter fish instead of women?
Oh. That was awful.
How did Rihanna find out Chris Brown was cheating on her? She found another woman's lipstick on his knuckles.
See, if you really wanted to go really, really racist with that joke, say he's working at a KFC or Popeyes.
Why are most retailers refusing to sell Chris Brown's greatest hits album? Rihanna's on the cover.
Oh.
Oh, these are like their baby jokes. They just get better with every one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, damn it.
We're horrible people.
Oh, yes.
Guys.
I'm going to hell.
Woo! Oh, my God, yeah.
Still not quite on the level of our Whitney Houston stuff, but we're trying there. We're trying to get there.
And of course, Chris Brown and Rihanna, it's still a better love story than Twilight.
You know it.
Are you kidding me? Whitney Houston and crack cocaine are a better love story than Twilight.
Oh, I love that podcast because I always remember Chad saying, what was it? Drugs and alcohol equals death or something like
Yeah, it was drugs plus alcohol equals dead.
Hey, look, it's
Dumbass.
Whitney Houston taking a swimming lesson. It's Nirvana's next album, Never Again. What was the last thing that went through Kurt Cobain's mind? The bullet.
There's still people trying to say he was murdered and he didn't kill himself.
Sure.
Yeah.
What?
Well, guys, it's been fun, but I'm gonna have to log off. I gotta be at work in about 6 hours.
Fuck you, Ryan. No.
Damn it.
General response, okay.
Solid.
I'm going to make your life a living hell with Will Redding, just because you have to log off now.
I'm gonna find you.
He's counting on it.
Kill you.
You gonna what?
Huh? What?
What?
Good night, everybody.
He has certain skills. He is Liam Neeson.
Night. Hug Heather for us.
Will do. I'll do more.
Over inappropriately for us. What? I'm going for what we all truly want.
We're all thinking it. I just said it.
Exactly. What? Never wanted to grow up another man's womb? Jay, I know you do.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. You guys have a good night.
All right, you too.
See ya.
Ah.